Greetings everyone, I am Dr. J. Recently I finished uploading my reaction to what the Cindered Shadows DLC added to the main story in Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Now that that's been seen to, the last thing to concern ourselves with are the substantial number of new support conversations that were added. I'll also be including a few supports that I missed the first time around, so it should be a good way to cap off the time we've spent with this game. With that in mind, that's enough rambling. Let's get to the video.
Am I in bed dreaming, or is that you, Mercedes? How serendipitous it is to see you again.
Wait, what?
Yes, and here we are. You were so small when I saw you last. How you've grown. I cannot express how worried I was to hear that you had left House Bartels. I was turned away any time I asked about you, and of course Emile would never tell me anything. I'm sorry. There was so much going on in House Bartels back then. But enough about all that. How are you, Constance? I hear you've had hardships of your own. Indeed. House Nouvelle is no more, and I went alone to the School of Sorcery. Oh, you went to the Royal School of Sorcery?
Wait, how did you not run into each other?
I began at the Officers' Academy, I was studying there as well. You were? It must have been after my graduation in 1177. That was the year I enrolled. We probably just missed each other.
Fair enough.
No! You mean to say that if I had stayed a trifle longer, we could have been reunited sooner? It seems so. Ah, dear Constance. When we were little, I thought of you as my little sister. But now that you've grown up, I think our roles might be reversed. I'll be looking up to you now, and maybe even asking for your help sometimes. You'd ask for my help? I never thought I'd see the day. And yet you're seeing it. You know, I had another friend at the school. Her name is Annie. Why don't we all have some tea together? I'm sure you two would really hit it off. You must mean Annette. Yes, I would welcome the chance to have a long chat with her.
Huh.
I'll prepare the tea straight away. Oh, no need to rush. The tea isn't going anywhere. Don't be ridiculous. Time is always of the essence. Why put off for later what I could?
Huh?
Constance, I wonder what's the matter.
She walked out into daylight, didn't she?
Did something happen?
Yep, she walked out into daylight.
Mercedes, sharing your precious time with me is perhaps more than I deserve.
Why are you playing happy music for this?
Why sit with me when you could share your tea time with someone else?
Ugh.
I shall instead stand and serve the tea. Though if my presence still proves to be a burden...
Oh, come on.
Goodness, of course it isn't. Are you feeling all right? My feelings are immaterial. Pardon me while I fetch the tea leaves at once. Until a moment ago, everything seemed all right. Why did she change so suddenly? I'll have to ask her what's going on.
Yes, please do. I want to know what the hell is wrong with her. Alright, Yuri and Balthus.
The Myrmidon.
Ha! Suit yourself. My gut says the odds are in favor of that mercenary. He's clearly a seasoned Yeah. Right when I open my big mouth, he goes and loses on me.
I win. Again. Had enough, Balthus?
Damn you, you've won every round. The fights are rigged. Admit it. It's the only explanation.
No, he's better at reading people.
Of course they aren't. It's not like we're playing for money. We wouldn't be so foolish now, would we? You're the one who started this silly game anyway. So out with it. You lost. Spill the beans. It has to be juicy, though. Something that leaves you a bit vulnerable.
Wait, what?
Why did I agree to these stakes? If this losing streak keeps up, you'll know an awful lot about me, pal.
I think that's the idea.
Let's see. Okay, got one. A few years back, I went toe-to-toe with the bird beast in some ancient ruins.
This one again? You obliterated the ruins, and the Lord who found out put a price on your head. You've told me 1,000 times before.
Good story bears repeating, yeah? But it seems I'm all out of anecdotes. How about I take my shirt off and let you look your fill instead?
Really?
2 full minutes.
Oh, come now. As if I'm interested in seeing your sweaty torso for the umpteenth time. If you're fresh out of stories, then I have a question for you. About your crest.
Hit me where it hurts, why don't you? Is this your idea of negotiation?
Yes.
Perhaps. Or perhaps I'm simply curious. Tell me, how did you come across such a rarity? To my knowledge, nobody within House Albrecht has your crest.
Why ask what you already know? You got your own rare crest, so I'm sure you figured it out. Unless you think the goddess gave us these things while we slept. Wait, do you?
Hey now, I'm the one winning the bets, so I'm the one asking the questions.
Really?
Got me there. Hey, look! The next round's starting. My luck's about to turn around. I can feel it.
No, it isn't.
Let's do you a favor and call it good here. No need to embarrass yourself further, friend.
Even if I'm terrible at this, I can't walk away during a losing streak. I have my own sort of honor.
No, that's when you actually have to step away. Come on, take it from someone who played online games forever, who understands tilting. Walk away.
All right, bosses. Check out those two myrmidons.
The two who were eating together earlier. Huh. Who knew they were opponents?
I kinda figured. Thoughts?
Well, that one's pretty beefy. Quick on his feet, too. Clearly a seasoned fighter. His opponent's okay, but a bit showy. Compensating for being newer at this would be my guess.
Mm-hmm. So, make your choice.
Thank you. First guy, no doubt about it. You can see from a mile away that
Fail.
he lost. Well, that was quick.
You're bad at reading people, aren't you?
Not everything is as it appears. For example, were you and I to go at it, perhaps you'd bet in favor of yourself over me, and you'd lose. I'd use my cunning to ensure my victory, by any means necessary. Maybe I'd slip something into your food, level the playing field. You see now?
Point taken. I'll keep that in mind for this next one. Gotta put that great advice to the test, right?
Ever the bold one. It seems we must continue these games until you finally concede.
Do you always have to speak in a murmur? You're worse than me. Where are you headed this late at night?
Ah, it's you. Where I'm going is hardly your business. Do me a favor and mind your own, won't you?
You really shouldn't be out so late.
Ever the professor, aren't you? So, what's your deal? Worried about my well-being?
Just a bit.
That's adorable. I get the sense you're not so hot at assessing people. Just giving you a hard time. Either way, it doesn't matter much to me. There's no slowing me down tonight. I've got important things to attend to right now.
Like what?
There you go with that nose of yours. It still isn't your business. But it looks like you won't let me leave until I tell you. You get your way, this time. There's a dispute. Or maybe treachery is the more fitting word. Regardless, a purge is required.
What do you mean by purge?
I see I've got to spell it all out for you. One of my goons double-crossed the gang. He absconded with his boss's small fortune, my small fortune, and buddied up with another gang. Members of the gang are recognizable by their scorpion tattoos. Suffice it to say, they're not a group you want to tangle with. Despite that, I'm not about to just roll over and play dead on this. So I figured I'd pay them a little visit, have a spot of tea with their boss. Makes sense, you know?
I don't know. No, it's dangerous.
Like I'm not aware? Wow, friend, you clearly underestimate me. I play my cards wisely. I wouldn't play if there wasn't any hope of winning.
Sure, why not help?
There you go being adorable again. I don't think that's a good idea, but thanks. Better head off now. I've got people waiting for me just outside of town. See you around.
Let me join you.
What is it you're after? Money? Me? Or are you just looking for someone to kill?
I'm doing my diligence as a professor.
You seem adamant, so I'll allow it. Won't hurt to have backup if things go south. I trust you for now, but I don't know how reliable you actually are.
In this
Just
outfit,
so
not
we're
at all.
clear, you mess with any of my people, I'll slit your throat without hesitation. Got that?
Alright, I guess we're not seeing any more. Alright, I've already seen this one, so we'll skip that.
Hello, Professor.
Skip past that. Balthus, let's check this out.
Ah, there you are. Can we talk? I need a favor, and you strike me as the charitable type.
This doesn't bode well.
Receptive, aren't you? I know I shouldn't ask, but I need some gold.
This is a bad month for that.
Hard times all around then. Well, it was worth a shot. Guess that debt collector traveled all the way to Garrick Mach for nothing. If I were you, I'd feel bad about leaving the poor guy hanging like that, but it is what it is.
You'd better work hard to pay him back.
No, it's a lose-lose. I owe the church, too. That means any work I do here, they take a cut. The only way to escape my financial burden is to get clear out of Fodlan.
Good luck out there.
Wow. Cold as ice. You know, I was just joking, yeah? We all have to decide where we belong and then fight for it. Can't let your wallet control your fate. If money was all I cared about, I never would have walked away from inheriting a baron's house.
You don't seem very... You know what, I didn't know that about you.
It's nothing. It was a minor house in the east of the Alliance. I like to say I stepped aside for the good of the house. Has a nicer ring to it than saying I just wasn't cut out for the gig. Or that I lacked the right temperament. My distinguished little bro took my place. Fact is, he's a much better man for the job. Don't go feeling sorry for me now. I didn't mind one bit. Truth is, I'd have been miserable in that life. Having that title was nothing but fuss. Fuss is the worst. This way of life suits me much better. And you?
What about me?
You showing up at Garrick Mach was a coincidence wrapped in happenstance. Your pops was a renowned mercenary leader. It can be safely assumed you'll follow in his footsteps. But don't you ever feel like that life was decided for you?
Never thought about it like that.
Better start pondering that one real quick, pal. Why keep breathing if your life isn't your own, yeah? Well, there's a decided lack of gold here, so I'll be off now. You think on what I said.
So, not too much interesting with respect to Balthus, but...
My darkest fear is that I shall be a burden to you, dear Happy.
Yeesh. Try not to worry about that, okay? Let's both focus on getting this done. See if you can work in the shade, Coco. We might finish up more quickly that way.
This is proof enough that the bond we forged underground has borne fruit.
That's a little dramatic, but you're not wrong. We work well together.
Nice.
As long as it makes me stronger.
Well, that worked out.
This isn't so hard.
My efforts have borne fruit.
I feel like I get it now.
I think I get it.
Ah, I finally get it!
Cool.
Thanks.
Alrighty then. Yeah, I noticed. Chapter 5 onward. What does that... Wait. Alright, so I can mess with unit appearance here as well. Perfect. Just what I need, right? Let's take this into battle, right? That'll be fine. Oh yeah, we can change your look. Younger or older, eh? Huh. I'll have to mess with this later. How's that look? Dignified. Not bad. What else can I inflict on people? Actually, I guess while I'm here, I can see what everyone... Wear your hair differently on that. What do you look like from your war face? Huh, not what I expected. Not what I expected at all. Wonder where that look comes from. Then again, by that point, she'll be out of the grasp of that. What about you? Oh boy. Constant shade around your eyes. That's not a good sign. Although at the moment, that's probably just because you're out in the sun. Hard to say. What about you? Yeah, that's pretty much what I expected. What about Yuri? Yep, that's about what I expected too. Go.
Is that Yuri? I gotta evaporate. Maybe if I just curl into a ball, I'll pass as a boulder. Or a pebble.
Hey, Bernadetta.
Nope.
You can see me?
Clearly. You're a tricky one. Always trying to hide when I'm around.
Sorry. Please forgive me.
If you want forgiveness, then explain yourself. But make it quick. You always ramble on.
Well, when I was little, my mother and father, they...
You've got to be kidding. Cut to the chase, please.
Nope.
You remind me of one of my old friends.
Oh, come now. Whoever this friend of yours is can't possibly compare to me.
I'm telling the truth.
All right, all right. What was his friend like then?
Here we go.
When you run and hide from me, they must have been a real piece of work.
That's not it at all. He was the assistant to the gardener at our estate. My friend was gentle, trustworthy, gorgeous.
What?
Well, he was the only person who was ever nice to me.
Oh no, this
We
guy.
used to run around the gardens playing together.
And why is it you keep running away from me?
That's... do I really have to say? We hardly even know each other.
You never have to do anything. But if you don't, you and I won't have a shot at knowing one another. And you'll carry on avoiding me forever.
Just tell him.
That's no good either. Okay. I'll tell you. The thing is, because of me, he got in trouble. After that, I never saw him again. You see, my father hated commoners, and when he found out I was spending a lot of time with one, well, he's probably dead now, and it's all my fault. It's because of me. He must have hated me.
That doesn't sound right to me. Why would you think all that?
Wait.
Nothing you did would make his death your fault. And hating you for something that isn't your fault is absolutely absurd. Delusional, even.
You're wrong. He'd definitely hate me if he knew. How would you know anyway?
Wait.
What? Did you know my friend or something?
Wait.
In a manner. Right.
Wait.
So, remember back when you were a kid?
Wait.
You tripped while holding some gardening shears? And your friend got cut pretty badly.
Wait.
Yeah.
What?
I remember. But how did you know about that?
How?
If I bore you any ill will, It would have only been for cutting my face with those damn shears.
What?
Cutting your face? Shears? But there's no way!
But there is. That friend? That was me, Bernadetta.
What?
Anyway, I'm glad I finally got to hear how you felt about all of that. Let's spend time together later and chat about the good old days. Get to know each other again.
What?
But how did...
What? What?
Excuse me! Excuse me! What? I really wish I had my webcam on right now. What? How? How? How does that work? How? Okay. There were a decent number of coincidences required to make the Cindered Shadows story happen. I get that, but over the course of 10 years, you could surmise how it could be done, but this? What the hell is that? Okay, I need something else. Away from Yuri for a while.
Tremble with wonder at the magnificence of my sorcery.
Okay, good. Back to a new...
Unbelievable. It's simple tea, but somehow it's shining with the colors of the rainbow.
And the color's changing as it's being poured. How magical. Of course it's magical. I achieved it through magic. It's a spell
Oh,
of my
boy.
own design, in fact. Impressed?
Is this what you wish to show me? I must admit, I've never seen such a thing. Is it still potable?
Is it still potable, she asks.
Then I suppose you wouldn't mind taking the first sip.
Uh-oh.
That was amusing, Constance, but out with it. What was that favor you wished to ask of me?
It's a small thing regarding my house. I
Uh-oh.
thought your highness might bend some slight effort towards seeing it restored from nothing.
I had a feeling that was it. I wish I could help, but you must understand my present circumstances.
Yes, I'm aware. All the more reason for you to get in on the ground floor, as it were. My magical might is unrivaled, as I proved to you only moments ago. Surely
that was a
you can
parlor
see
trick.
The obvious benefit in having the sorceress prodigy Constance at your beck and call.
I agree that you are remarkable. That is beyond question.
But
how
is it
do
the
you
right
imagine
kind of
rainbow
remarkable?
tea will help me to achieve my aim?
Just imagine the acclaim it will bring you at tea parties.
I'm
It's a
starting to
most
see
worthy
why your house
pleasure,
fell.
Yes, but I have no use for such a thing.
Well, it's not as if that's the only trick up my sleeve. That was merely a sample of my repertoire.
What are you gonna do,
Ever
make the
since
dishes
my work in
sing?
Developing new magic, your highness is sure to find some of it useful.
Constance, there's something important that I would like to talk with you about.
Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, have we not been discussing weighty matters all this time?
It's regarding a truth that you and countless generations of House Nouvelle have occulted.
Ah, that.
Wait,
If you
huh?
ever feel like revealing all to me, I'd be happy to talk further.
Oh.
Until then, my apologies, but as the Imperial Princess, there's nothing I can do to help your cause. Please don't misunderstand. As your ally and friend, I'm happy to keep you company. However, you mustn't expect more from me than friendship or battle support.
Of course. And now I shall make myself scarce. Good day.
Jeez, and that was in stores too. Good lord. Wait, is this support? Huh, that took a sweet time to end. Alright, now back to Yuri.
It's time I fessed up, Yurikins.
Wait, that's what we're calling him? That's what you're calling him? Everyone else has their name shortened. Or at least, well, I'm not sure how to describe it. I mean, Ferdy. Actually, Hubie is still 2 syllables. But you get my point. Why are you calling him this? Are you serious? Heck, Bernie is shortened to Bird. I mean, even when Bernadetta calls herself Bernie. But you go with this! Ah.
What was it you think you saw?
everything and nothing.
It looked like you were singing to the children in the alley out back.
Oh?
And may I say, you were fantastic. Your performance hit me right in the heart. That was a song from Mittelfrank's Imperial Capital show, right? Ah, the good old days. You must have come back night after night if you remember it that well.
Wait, how would you be able to afford that? You're an adopted son of House Rowe, right? That's in the... How did you end up in the kingdom?
Perhaps a few times. I remember well how you looked upon that stage. You were the talk of the capital among all the nobles. Unsurpassable? Yes, that was it. It's hard to believe I'd run into that unsurpassable songstress in a place like this. Luck is on my side, as ever.
I couldn't convince you to sing tenor yourself, You're talented enough for it.
What are you getting at? Is this an invitation from the mystical songstress herself?
Male virtuosos are hard to come by. Would-be divas are a dime a dozen, but men? Not so much.
Is that a challenge?
And they have to be talented. As good as I am, which is very talented indeed. I think you have what it takes. If you're interested, I can...
Sorry, but no. No way in hell am I ever doing that.
Goodness. Could have stopped at no.
I can't think of anything more wretched than getting up on a stage to sing in front of a bunch of people.
Then why did you always go to see them?
You didn't seem to mind singing for those children.
The little ones weren't feeling well and couldn't sleep, so I sang them a lullaby to help. That's a far cry from standing on the same stage as you have, with all of those stuffy nobles staring at me.
Oh boy, you two are gonna get along.
Truthfully, I'm not brave enough for it.
Rein it in, Yurikins. It's the opera, not the battlefield. This isn't a life or death situation.
Yeah, only your social life. And social death.
Fair enough. Sometimes I forget what's a real threat and what isn't.
Oh, come on, don't concede like that.
But I must ask you to never bring up singing again. Not to me. Not if you want to keep things amicable between us.
How can someone that good at singing hate it so much?
Okay. Already it has been worth going through this game to find these support conversations. Oh boy! Holy crap, where did Yuri come from? Because House Rowe is in the kingdom, right? That is what Ash said. Okay, you know what? I need to go back to my footage and find this. Where is the moment where I found... You know what? Skip to it. I know there's a point where Ash says, "Aren't you the adopted son of House Rowe?" How the hell did you end up... Yep, here it is. You're Count Rowe's adopted son. There it is. How did you end up in House Rowe? In the kingdom? Did you pull a Mercedes? Did your mother spirit you away or something? What happened? I'm never gonna learn anything.
Life is a series of peaks and valleys. Our reunion is, to my mind, the highest of peaks.
So you knew each other?
Spoken like one who's never known the lowest of valleys.
To think, we were once a pair of blooms, flourishing side by side in the upper echelons of Enbar society. Despite our differing aspirations, I think together we could have taken the mantle of leading the Empire.
Tread carefully, Ferdinand.
Where are you going with this?
Some part of me clung to hope that you might emerge from the wreckage. I am glad you have. I know that was a difficult time for you.
Oh, so you surmised that the single most humiliating event of my life was difficult, did you?
Oh dear, here we go.
It is becoming clear to me that this conversation is a waste of my time.
Oh, that was rather brusque.
Well, pardon me if I seem unmannerly in the face of a reminder of all I have lost. My family, my home, my friends, my people, everything. I am all that remains.
I did not intend to offend you, Constance.
Then what did you intend? How like the noblest of nobles to be unaware of the suffering one causes. You can't grasp what it is to be a newly minted peasant, can you?
That is simply not true. I care about you, and I was attempting to offer some words of comfort.
Enough. I need more than words, more than you have offered to provide. Though I am without status now, my spirit is no less noble. It will not do for you to condescend to me in my houseless state.
You have my sincerest apologies. That was a grave misstep. I did not mean to come across as condescending. I was merely being careless with my words. As you say, I have never experienced loss at such a staggering magnitude. I cannot imagine the pain you have endured.
Indeed, you cannot. I advise against trying.
Why are you being like this?
The more you harp on it, the more irritated with you I become.
Then what is he supposed to say?
Never shall a day pass that I don't work toward restoring my house and reclaiming my title. You, on the other hand, seem content to remind me that it is lost. Thank you, but I had not forgotten.
Constance, please.
I see no trace of the boy who made waves with me at balls and embodied the finest in the nobility. This newfound arrogance of yours is a discredit to House Ire.
What arrogance are you... Oh, look, I know you just went... You know what? That's playing right into it. What do you expect him to say? What could he possibly say to that? What could he possibly say to that? Alright, you know what? On to happier things. Explain why Happy and Ash have a support chain.
Thanks so much for the help. We should be able to manage on our own from here.
I'm glad to be of use. If there's anything else you need, come find me anytime.
Well, well. You seem to be pretty chummy with the knights.
There's the angle.
Chummy? I suppose. Really, I was just helping out with some equipment repairs.
For an assignment or something?
No, it just looked like they could use a hand, so I lent one.
To me, it looked like they were using you for some unpaid labor.
Unpaid labor? I helped them because I wanted to, Happy. I wasn't expecting to be paid. It's like when you help us with our assignments. We don't pay you for that, do we?
Like I have a choice. Can I give you some advice, Freckles?
That's your name for Ash? Really? I mean... Okay, you know, it got a laugh out of me, but why?
Don't support the knights, the church, any of them. All you'll get in return is a knife in the back.
Isn't that a little dramatic? You really don't need to worry about that with most people.
You're naive. Those two-faced buffoons exasperate me so much I can hardly help but...
Oh, hey! That reminds me of a great story. You have to hear this one. It's called, The Luna Knight's Tale.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I think you'll love this.
Is Ash trying to deflect?
On second thought, maybe a story about a knight isn't what you want to hear right now.
You know, the knights in stories aren't like the ones in real life.
Oh, it's Felix all over again.
Unless the Luna Knight is a liar who does terrible things.
No, of course not. The Luna Knight is the hero of the story. She's from an offshoot of House Blathett. Marries into House Regan after the Crescent Moon War. In peacetime, she sets aside her weapons and devotes herself to giving wise counsel to her husband.
How'd that arrangement work?
In this role, she ensures that the dishonest and unfaithful are dealt with accordingly.
Huh. She sounds like a real hero.
Very much so, yes. The tale is full of fascinating details about her.
Ash, sorry to interrupt, but if you're not too busy, we could really use your help right now.
Of course. Be right there. I'll tell you the rest of the tale later, okay, Happy?
Sure, I guess. But seriously, watch yourself, okay? I don't want you to learn I'm right the hard way. See ya, Freckles. I can hardly wait to hear that riveting story of yours.
I can't tell if that's sarcasm or not.
Using me? Never thought about it that way.
Don't make Ash a cynic! Don't do that. Don't make him a cynic. No. Happy. Bad. Bad!
Scampered up to me, hopped in my lap, and scarfed it all down in one bite.
Are you talking about one of the monastery dogs, Happy?
That sounds terrible.
I was looking forward to that sandwich all morning, and then she scurried off like nothing happened.
Alright then. What do you feel like doing today?
Absolutely nothing.
Why'd you sigh like that?
It's not a problem, is it? I could tell you were holding back a real monstrous sigh yourself. Figured I'd get one out for the both of us. Felt great.
That's gonna go over well.
Oh, you see. Must be nice. Sighing whenever you feel so inclined.
Oh, why not try taking a deep breath whenever you feel a sigh coming on? Trick yourself out of it.
I tried that once. It went okay at first, but then I had to exhale.
Right. Guess they're too similar for that to work. Does that mean yawning is a no-go too?
I'm pretty bored right now, so maybe we'll find out.
Uh-oh.
But I don't yawn very often, to be honest.
Because you sleep when the sun goes down and wake when it rises, yeah?
Yep, that's been my routine for a while now. It's easier than contending with a full day of boring stuff.
Come on, everything has its quirks. I don't think I'd call anything in this wild world boring.
Really? Because you don't seem to take much interest in your own future.
That's not very nice, is it?
This is Happy we're talking about. She's the cynic of your group, and that's saying something given Yuri.
We really aren't all that different, you know? I'd wager you haven't given too much thought to tomorrow either.
Quiet. Don't pretend you can see through me.
He's not pretending.
This pointless chatter has made me even hungrier than I already was. I'm off to the dining hall.
Just wanted the gal to relax for a change. She's as prickly as ever.
Shame Sylvain doesn't have a support with her. Imagine what that would look like. I want that now. Why can't I have that? Oh, this'll go over like a ton of bricks. Actually, these two sort of get along, maybe. Really?
Happy! What in the world has gotten into you?
What the hell? Why would you speak like that?
Happy, it would be easier to understand you if your mouth was less stuffed.
Why would you bother speaking if your mouth is full? I mean, just on the practical face of it, Ella.
Kindly finish what you are eating and then say your piece.
Nothing better than fresh pastries. You sure you don't want one, Coco?
It's not about whether I want a bun or not. It's about your atrocious manners.
You live in Abyss. You are not in a position to complain about manners.
Walking around with your arms and jaws stuffed full of unwrapped pastries? There are crumbs all over your lips, your clothes. You've left a trail of them behind you. Unacceptable.
You're worse than Lawrence. First I think you're worse than Marianne, now I think you're worse than Lawrence. How do you do this?
Hey, I paid for them. I can eat them however I want.
Where did you get the money for that?
You sure you don't want a bite? If you don't have any, I'm just gonna eat them all. You have to try them fresh out of the oven if you want the full effect. Pretty soon they'll get cold. Oh, I'll explain in noble speak so you understand. They have a crisp, oven-browned exterior and a sophisticated, spongy sweetness lying within.
Please be sarcastic more often.
Not interested? That's fine. More for me.
I was going to say, not so fast. Spare one for me, but only because you insisted. It would be rude of me to decline an offering made in good faith. One must mind one's manners.
You're really dragging this out. Here, I'll make it easy for you. Open up.
Really?
Wait, don't you...
Not bad, right?
I could not, in good conscience, acknowledge this as anything but delicious.
Now you have crumbs all over you too. Your form could use a little work. Next time, stuff the whole thing in your mouth at once. That's the proper way to eat a snack like this.
Why are we... What is this conversation? Maybe Balthus is onto you.
If you ate this at some stuffy party, cutting it into sensible little bites, the experience would be ruined.
I see your point. There are more types of dining in this world than I was ready to allow for.
You live in Abyss! How does that happen?
You've won me over.
Let's eat them while we head to the cathedral and litter the ground with crumbs.
A capital idea! Wait, no! At the cathedral? You've lost me again, Happy.
Oh boy. That was not the conversation I was expecting to get out of that. Why is it taking so long to load in? What, is it because I changed Violet's outfit? What, is her 200% not enough? No one's gonna get that joke. Go look it up! I'm too lazy. Alright, so now that I can actually have conversations with Ingrid, I'll have to start... Wait, why would... Actually, wait, that would make an interesting pairing. Because you've got Ingrid as the paragon of nobility, And Yuri, who's Yuri. That could be interesting.
Oh, it's only you. Is there some reason you're here?
I was just looking.
Your gaze was rather piercing for someone who was just looking. Oh, I see now. You found yourself captivated by my charms.
Don't flatter yourself.
This sort of thing happens all the time to those of us blessed with such transcendent beauty.
Don't flatter yourself. That wasn't it.
If you say so. You seem a trifle stuck on the point, if you ask me. Now then, you may call yourself my tutor if you wish, and I shall attend your classes. But none of this charade will make the idea of a mercenary teaching me any less absurd.
And?
What was that look? Are you trying to convey that I'm a mere commoner like yourself? Well, you are correct. Think of me as a temporarily embarrassed noble. Even a gilded wyvern must take refuge in its cave occasionally. But in time, it will soar free once more. I shall fly, bold and beautiful, into the skies again. My nobility and all of House Nouvelle shall be restored.
Good luck.
Luck isn't a thing that you can bestow or that I need. I will do this. When I restore the glory of my house, you may serve me in some menial way. I may even pay you.
Thanks, but no thanks.
You would decline the honor of attending to me without a second thought?
Have you listened to yourself?
Say whatever you like, if it makes you feel better.
You upset Ferdinand von Iron. You have a big mountain to climb.
It shall not sway me one way or the other.
If you insist.
You look as though you want to say something. Allow me to save you the effort.
Allow me to demonstrate.
If you intend to tutor me, I will require you to first prove that time will not be wasted. Show me not just your talent for teaching, but your wisdom, your skill, your mettle, your sense of authority. Of course! I've been struck by my own genius. You may assist me in my research. That ought to provide a chance for you to grasp the extent of how magnificent I am. It will also afford me the time I need to scrutinize your character. It's a plan so perfect that you can't turn it down, huh?
What's that look? Oh man, you made Byleth look... good job. That is a rare occurrence. And you're completely oblivious. Either that, or you're well aware of the expression, and just don't care. Probably that, but let's see, are there any others I need to worry about? Nope. Not yet. Nope, it would appear not. Alright, cool. Just this one then. 3, 2, 1.
Stupid rain. Go back to the stupid cloud you came from. I'm soaked.
Nope.
What a pain.
Happy? Yikes. You look like you just crawled out of a lake. Here, dry yourself off. And don't just stand there. You'll catch a cold. Come on, I'll make you some tea.
Oh, okay.
You're being awfully considerate, Lenhart.
It's been ages since I had a nice cup of tea during a rainstorm. Pretty nice, eh?
I don't drink tea very often. It is nice. But what does the rain have to do with anything?
Doesn't rain make you want to read a book? Or rather, nap with a book on your lap. Though, I guess I'd like that no matter the weather. But then, if the book is too good, not only will I be unable to sleep, my tea would get cold. That makes brewing it a wasted effort. Ah, and that's why I don't drink tea when it rains.
Right. Thanks for clearing that up. And thanks for the cup of tea. Well, I'm pretty much dry now. Gotta say though, I'm kinda confused.
So am I.
About what?
This just seems way out of character for you. You're
Actually,
so
yeah, it
focused
does.
on yourself, you've barely ever spoken to me before now.
No, good point. The thing is, I'm not cut out for battle. If a fight breaks out, I'm only a liability. It's better for everyone if I keep my distance.
What does fighting have to do with... Oh, I get it. You think I'm gonna sigh. You're just like the others. But if that's true, why are you acting so different?
What do you mean? Use your words to make the things in your head make sense to the rest of us.
Really?
Here's what's in my head. I don't understand why you're being nice to me. Look around us. Nobody else will even risk coming near me.
They're probably afraid you'll sigh, since you looked pretty rough when we came in. Makes sense. Your sighs are disastrous. If I can prevent one with a nice, lazy cup of tea, it's the least I can do.
I see. You did it for your own sake.
Oh
Well,
dear.
whatever your reasons, I'm surprised that you'd even consider doing this. For me.
And here's the cynic.
Surprised or not, it's no skin off my back. I'll keep doing what I do regardless of anyone's expectations. Think on that. I expected you to be a hazard, but you weren't. No harm, no foul, no need to sigh.
If only it were that simple.
Why can't it be? No, seriously, why can't it be? Ah, well. What do you have to say to Yuri? Where are you guys?
This is boring. Mind if I sleep?
Guard duty?
You know I won't care. Night watch or not, it's still just for training purposes. Though, you'd likely get in trouble if someone sees you catching Z's.
You wouldn't wake me if someone was here? Fine then, I won't sleep.
Your call.
Say something.
You're being so quiet, Yuri Bird. Say something.
I don't always fill the void with my voice, you know. Sometimes it's pleasant to just enjoy the quiet and stargaze.
No thanks. Stargazing is a waste of time. The stars don't even stay put all year. Those jerks.
Really?
See that one? That star is home to the goddess. Yeah. Watching over us from afar.
This is gonna go over well.
That's called the Blue Sea Star. But it doesn't look blue. At all, really. Wait, no, hang on. Maybe it wasn't that one. But that big one over there, that's it. Isn't it?
You know nothing.
You don't know the first thing about stars, do you? No one ever taught you?
Never, no.
Oh dear.
Well, the Blue Sea Star is really big. It stands out. Sometimes you can't see it at all. But other times, it's the brightest thing in the sky.
Interesting. So then, which star was I pointing out just now?
You might have to point it out again. Which constellation were you looking at?
Let's see, it looks a bit like a cat. No, that's not right. Maybe more like a fish? Or a fishing rod.
You know nothing.
What? I'm serious. See, those stars there are forming a shape that looks very much like a fishing rod.
Okay, sorry. But that looks nothing like a fishing rod. Or a cat. I'm surprised you know so little about stars. I thought you knew everything.
I thought you said
Who do
it
you
was
think I
pointless to
am,
know.
The goddess herself? There's plenty I don't know. But I'm always aiming to learn more. I'm uncomfortable not knowing things. So, come on then, Happy. Teach me about the stars.
That'll be a pain for both of us.
Hey, you wanted something to do.
As painful as sitting here idling?
Bingo.
It's not like you're going to sleep at this point. Clearly you know quite a bit about them. Teach me.
Fine. Look up there. To the north. Your other north. See that star? That's called the King's Right Hand.
Wait, what other north? Took me a while to mentally process that, but what do you mean by other north? Ah, well.
Training was exhausting today. Need some quick energy. Aha! Perfect time for my favorite candy.
And
I
Balthus.
won't make it back to my room without this sweet, sweet energy, and no one's around. So...
Here comes Balthus.
Looky here. It's the little lady of House Ordelia. Just back from training, yeah? You're unstoppable.
Really?
Not feeling chatty, I see. Something to do with those puffy cheeks? Got a cavity brewing or what?
I definitely don't.
So bad you can't even speak properly. It's okay, I know a guy. He'll have that rotten tooth out in no time.
No need.
Yep, best in the business. Uses special tools and everything. Door and a string or some such.
Wait, what?
No, thank you.
Oh, you just had food in your mouth. You could have told me that a lot sooner, you know.
Wow, placing the blame on me? What a piece of work. But, hey, don't tell anyone.
That you were walking around with acorn-stuffed cheeks like some kind of overzealous squirrel?
It's right to the point.
It wasn't acorns, it was candy.
That's even worse.
Even still, I don't plan on telling anyone a hungry girl ate some food. Not much of a story, really.
You don't get it. If people think I'm gnawing on candy, they'll think I'm nothing more than a child.
That a fact? I'd say it's downright prudent to fortify yourself any chance you get. Mature, even.
Wait, what?
Oh boy.
Nothing is certain in life. Not even your next meal. You never know when you'll be taken into custody and have to go without food and drink for a while.
Are you speaking... is this projection?
Just what kind of a world do you inhabit, mister?
The real world, little lady. My life is a collection of getting into trouble, getting caught, and getting free.
That sounds about right.
One time, I was actually rescued by your parents. Bet you didn't know that, huh?
They rescued you?
Too true. I owe them for that. I forgot I'm actually in a rush. I gotta run. Enjoy your secret candy, pal.
Mother and father rescued that guy? But when would that have happened?
Wait, when would that have happened? Are we gonna learn about what... Well, I know Balthus has a bunch of debts, but... Now that just raises more questions. Please enlighten me some more.
Oh, Constance. Hey, sure is sunny out. Huh? Yeah.
Good day to you, Balthus. You seem to be enjoying your freedom. I must admit, I'm jealous.
Right, so yeah, the weather's nice. I gotta be going now.
Of course. What profit is there for one so exalted to spend time alongside one so common as me?
What is going on here? This isn't like any mental disorder I've ever heard of, so what magical nonsense did you get inflicted with?
Worry not.
Inflicted with?
You needn't suffer me any longer. I shall see myself off.
Come on, don't be like that. You know I get uncomfortable at times like this. I'm trying. Really. You matter, so stick around, yeah? Let's chat. It'll be great.
You needn't take pity on me out of the sense of obligation that your status demands. For you, the nobility that you abandoned was a shackle on your true self, which is now freed. No need to converse with me any longer, putting yourself out on my behalf.
Quite a mouthful you just unloaded on me. Not sure what you mean by that nobility stuff, though. Sure, I walked out on leading a noble house, but how do you imagine that's related to this chat of ours? I already admitted I'm no good with stuff like this, but I don't think I'm putting myself out or whatever.
My apologies. The misunderstanding was entirely my own. As I suspected from the start, I am unfit to serve as your conversational partner.
You're worse than Marianne. How many times do I have to say that?
Ah, that's enough. Stop talking that way and twisting everything I say. Just spit it out and tell me something real. You hate my guts, yeah?
Huh, this is novel. But doesn't this scene usually play out in reverse?
Oh my god! Okay, first of all, why is Gatekeeper here? Second of all, what?
Sorry. Guess I raised my voice there. But what do you mean by that reverse take?
Well, it's usually her yelling at you while you try to deflect. It's rare to see you lose your cool while she stays so calm. But different people get along differently on different days, I suppose. Anyhow, I'll let you get back to it.
But wait, what are you doing here? The gate's over that way. There you go.
Ouch. He has a point. I lost myself for a moment there.
To think that I have ever raised my voice
Oh,
at you.
God.
He seems to think we're real pals. Honestly, whether rain or shine, I don't think a day's gone by without you treating me poorly.
Oh, what a thing to say. I could never go so far as to insult one with your language.
You're a funny one, pal. A real hoot.
Alright, it all comes around. I like you about this.
The idea that I could be amusing is funnier than any jest I may have uttered.
Is that a nervous laugh or genuine? I honestly can't tell when you're in that state. Was it so hard to just go into the shade, however briefly? Oh, this? Oh, wait, it won't let me do that yet? Disappointing. What's gonna happen then before... What, do I have to wait until part 2 before that garbage? Actually, yeah, probably. Yuri!
Yuri! Halt! How dare you make me run all over the monastery?
Calm down. That was all on you, shady lady.
Shady? You know full well I'm sensitive about that. It's as though you wish to be incinerated.
He probably does.
What I mean to say is, all shall be forgiven when you do my bidding. I know. It's an honor I don't extend to many. You have the rare opportunity to aid me in realizing my dream. I shall rebuild House Nouvelle. Nobility will be mine again, and the glory of my esteemed family will once more reign supreme.
How many times am I gonna hear this from you?
Blah, blah, blah. Restore House Nouvelle. Blah, blah, blah. Will you just stop? You're making my ears hurt.
Blah 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 secret base. Blah 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 nuclear missile bomb. Blah 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 utmost importance. Win. Good luck.
I am but an insignificant and beautiful creature. Surely there's nothing I have to offer for your plight.
Your facade does not fool me. I know you for what you truly are.
And what's that?
With the nobility's backing, Western Fodlan's underworld is yours. Everyone has heard whispers of the savage mockingbird. That is you they refer to, yes? Your time would be better spent laying the groundwork for me to reclaim my title. I envision you using your connections to apply pressure on the nobles in Enbar.
Right. So say I indulge you, that I agree on this killer bird you speak of. What I offer comes at a high price. You do understand that, right, milady? How exactly do you intend to compensate me?
Oh, this ought to be good.
But what greater compensation could I offer than to play a part in restoring House Nouvelle?
Restoration of houses does nothing to put food in my stomach.
I suppose, but rest assured that upon my return to power, you shall be suitably rewarded.
Let me cut through the mud here. You're broke, and you'll pay me after you get what you want. Wow. I love how irresponsible you are. Refreshing.
Then what would you have me do? I have nothing to bargain with now. No status, no wealth.
Perhaps rather than turning to a killer bird for help, you should be bowing before the nobles or some such. Get down on all fours and lick their boots. See what that'll get you. Perhaps you're too prim and proper for that.
Oh boy, this'll go over well.
Lick their boots? Is tonguing their footwear likely to sway them to my cause?
Wait, do you not understand metaphor?
My work here is done.
No, I was not through with you yet. You come back here. Hey!
Now he's gonna walk out into the sun and this'll all be over. Don't worry, it'll all be fine. Now, one last conversation. How's this gonna play out?
Yes, it's decided. This meat is the best meat. Although the other inn has pretty great offerings as well.
Ah, if it isn't Ingrid. What are you up to in a place like this?
Yuri, I could ask you the same.
I'm just out to send a little money to my family. Gotta help however I can, you know.
Oh, that's very nice of you. Forgive my tone earlier. You truly set a noble example.
Right. Anyhow, looked like I interrupted you. You nearly choked on that wad of meat you were gnawing on.
Right. That is true, I suppose. You know,
Cat got your tongue?
What is it you're mumbling about?
Oh, nothing. Anyway, you once worked for House Rowe, didn't you? 4 years ago, when I visited Count Rowe at his castle, I swore I saw you by his side.
Quite the sharp memory you have. You aren't mistaken. I was staying there then, yes. I had been adopted by the Count.
Oh? Come to think of it, I thought I'd heard something like that. That the Count had adopted a distant relative of his. A young man whose future was both bright and promising. So, that was you?
Count Rowe has family in the Empire?
Yep. Although now, I'm nothing more than a distant stranger to him. Our ties were severed a while ago. He helped me out by getting me into the academy. It wasn't long after that that we started having all sorts of disagreements. What the hell were you doing visiting House Row anyhow?
Yes, that.
Oh.
It was to help clean up after a friend.
Ah, you speak of Sylvain. That must have been quite the mess you were cleaning up.
Yep.
Back to the point. What are you doing out here? Do you frequent this area often?
Mind your business, won't you? I just like to go for walks, get fresh air, that sort of thing.
Easy now. I'm not interrogating you. Really, I just wanted to warn you that it isn't so safe here in the evenings. You'll want to be on your guard.
I thank you for your concern, but I assure you I can handle myself.
Noted. Oh yeah, the innkeeper also wanted me to thank you.
Hmm?
He wanted to thank you for being such an enthusiast for the food he sells.
Oh
He
boy.
seems pretty happy about it.
Is that so? How very... Well, I'd better be off.
Yep, immediately run away when confronted.
Seems she doesn't want anyone seeing her with a face full of food.
She and Lysithea would get along.
Too late.
Oh boy. Well. Huh. That's an interesting way to connect the two. I wonder what Yuri was doing frequenting the place. Because it seems like... I don't know, honestly. I'll have to look further into that. Presumably it might be for whatever underground operation he's up to? Hard to say. Guess we'll find out before too long.